Today, we're diving into one of the biggest challenges of our time and a really revolutionary solution that could change, well, just about everything for farming. We're talking about precision farming and how it could totally reshape agriculture in India. It really all boils down to this one single question. And look, this isn't some far off abstract idea. It's a very real, very urgent problem that we need to solve because the numbers we're dealing with, they're just massive. Think about this. By 2050, India's population is expected to shoot up to almost 1.7 billion people. That is a staggering number of people to feed, and it's happening at a time when our natural resources are already under a lot of strain. The old ways of doing things just aren't going to cut it. And that's because right now, traditional farming in India is really at a crossroads. It's facing this huge challenge with inefficiency. And this has nothing to do with how hard farmers are working. It's about the limits of the system they're working in. So get this. India uses more fertilizer than any other country in the world except for China. But here's the catch. A massive amount of it never even helps the crops. It just goes to waste. The data is pretty shocking when you see it. It's measured by something called nutrient use efficiency. For nitrogen, plants only end up using about 30 to 50% of what's put on the field. And for phosphorus, it's even worse, only 15 to 20%. The rest, it just runs off, polluting our water and, of course, wasting farmers' hard-earned money. This is the exact problem that needs a new solution. Which brings us to that solution, a much smarter way to grow our food. This is where precision farming enters the picture. And it's not just a small tweak, it's a complete change in how we think about agriculture, moving away from a one-size-fits-all approach. So what is it exactly? Well, precision farming is all about using technology to give crops precisely what they need, right when and where they need it. Think of it like swapping a sledgehammer for a surgeon's scalpel. It's all about that pinpoint accuracy. The whole idea can be summed up by what's called the 5 R's. It's simple. Applying the right input in the right amount, at the right time, in the right place, and in the right manner. This is the guiding principle for a much more efficient and sustainable way to farm. Okay, so how does this all work in the real world? What's in the toolbox for a precision farmer? Well, it's pretty cool, actually. It covers everything from really simple, clever gadgets to seriously advanced satellite tech. And, it doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. Take a look at this. It's a leaf color chart. It's just a simple strip of plastic. A farmer can hold it up to a plant's leaf, match the color, and that color tells them exactly if the plant needs more nitrogen. It's a fantastic first step into farming with data. Now, taking it up a level, you've got something like the SPAD meter. This thing is basically a science lab that fits in your hand. You clamp it onto a leaf and it instantly tells you the chlorophyll content. That gives you a perfect real-time number for how much nitrogen the plant needs. All the guesswork is just gone. And then you get to the really high-tech end of the spectrum with remote sensing. We're talking about satellites and drones giving farmers this incredible bird's-eye view of their fields. This data can spot problems you'd never see from the ground. Maybe one corner of the field is too dry, or a pest is just starting to appear. That means you can intervene with incredible precision, like watering just that one spot instead of the whole field. Okay, so we've seen the cool gadgets, but what does it all add up to? What's the real-world payoff? Well, when you see the results, it's pretty clear that this isn't just a small improvement. It's a transformation. First and foremost, let's talk about yield, how much food you can actually grow. Studies, like one big project in Tamil Nadu, have shown that these precision techniques can boost crop yields anywhere from 10% to, get this, over 200%. That's not just better farming, that's a genuine game changer for feeding a growing population. But it's not even just about growing more. Because you're being so precise, you use less of everything else. We're talking about using up to 27% less fertilizer, 9% less pesticide, and even a 6% drop in fuel consumption. It's a win-win. Farmers save money, and it's so much better for the environment. So you're probably asking the logical question right now. If this is so great, why isn't every single farm in India already doing it? And that's fair. The reality is, the road to getting this technology everywhere is a steep one, with some pretty big obstacles in the way. The number one barrier, without a doubt, is the cost. I mean, just look at these numbers. Drones can cost up to 4.2 lakhs. Automated machinery can go all the way up to 42 lakhs. For the vast majority of Indian farmers, about 82% of whom are small scale, that kind of money just isn't realistic. And it's not just about the upfront cost. There are other major challenges too. A lot of these tools need a good internet connection, which can still be spotty in rural areas. There's also a big need for training, so farmers know how to use all this new tech. And then there's the simple, practical problem of trying to get brand new equipment to work with older tractors and tools. But even with all those hurdles, the potential is just too massive to ignore. As a recent article in the Agronomy Journal put it, this is all about empowering farmers, giving them the data they need to save resources, grow more food, and become more resilient to a changing climate. So that leaves us with the big question. We have the technology, we can see the incredible benefits, but figuring out how to make it affordable and accessible for every single farmer, well, that's the complex part. If we can solve that puzzle, then precision farming might truly be the key to unlocking a food secure and sustainable future, not just for India, but for the entire world.